It's me, Blues Dad. Recently, I lost my job at a famous Japanese company, and so I have lots of time to make videos for YouTube about my favorite toys that I use to play the blues because I lost my job. So, let's start with the guitar. This is my Vox Farage Butterfly Custom. I'm not going to talk about this. Maybe I probably won't do another video about it because it's a very personal thing. Instead of using this amp today, I've got a PV Envoy, which has got a 10-inch speaker instead of an 8-inch speaker. And let me tell you, those 2 inches do make a big difference. You can tell yourself that, the size of the speaker doesn't matter, but I'm here to tell you that it absolutely does, boys. In my last video, I did a video where I was comparing this stock graphic equalizer to this modified graphic equalizer. But in the course of the test, I realized that it's not really an effective test for 2 reasons. First of all, with a 8-inch speaker, you're not going to get the low frequencies, and this has got a 63 hertz slider on it, which I didn't notice. I mean, with a 12-inch speaker, I can definitely feel the effect of it, if not hear it. So let's see if the 10-inch speaker will reproduce frequencies, around 63 hertz. That's going to be one thing I want to test. But the other thing I want to test is for the mojo factor. There's a guy with blonde hair on YouTube who's been making a lot of videos I like, and he wants to know what, gives something mojo or not. Well, here's a vintage thing from 40 years ago in Japan, and the parts are really quite crappy. And here's a, new equalizer from China, which is probably almost definitely all SMD components. And let's see. Oh, this is so clumsy. I'm so bad at this. Want to see something cool? Obviously, you want to see something cool. That's why you clicked on this video.
I really like this EQ. This is a little bit different from my usual settings. And just, you know, you can have a lot of fun with this in any EQ pedal because, well, right now what I was trying to do is to get the low strings to sound a little bit more, get them to have a little bit more bite. They sounded a little bit dull. They didn't really, you know, cut. So, interestingly, adjusting the low frequencies didn't help. It was only by adjusting, I think, one or the high frequencies that I got some, you know, pick attack back. And part of the problem is also I'm not using my usual pick. I forgot my pick at home. And so I'm using this pick. Some guy is named John. If your name is John, call me because I've got your pick. Okay, this thing is really quite a bit thicker than I usually like to use. Quite bigger, much bigger and thicker. Not that I feel this makes me feel inadequate. You know, I exercise too, John. Did you hear that? It actually seems like we're gaining a bit of a volume boost when we turn this thing off. And what? Let's let me put the compressor back on because the compressor makes it a bit louder. Gives me more of everything, and this is gonna do what? This is giving me less. I wonder why. Maybe too much 500 got cut. Yeah, you gotta watch this thing. If you cut too many frequencies, you're gonna lose it. Okay, I got the compressor off. So, I don't know, what do you think? Mojo or no mojo? The thing I don't like about this pedal is, well, when you want to push something to the top of its range, and I'm mostly cutting now, you get a dramatic boost. To me it sounds like, yeah, to me it's... Does it have mojo? I don't know. What is mojo anyway?